welcome to the Spring 2023 Induction Ceremony of the Zeta of North Carolina Chapter of Phi Beta Kappa. I am Larry Blanton, President of the Zeta Chapter and Professor of Plant Biology. It is my honor to preside over this afternoon's ceremony. We are assembled to recognize undergraduate students in North Carolina State University whose outstanding academic records in the arts and sciences have qualified them for election as members of this venerable honor society. We are especially pleased to have as our guests the parents and friends of the women and men who will be inducted and members of the faculty who have taught and advised them. We share your pride in their accomplishments, and we are grateful that we can participate in this happy occasion. For over 200 years, the purpose of Phi Beta Kappa has been to support excellence in the liberal arts and sciences. North Carolina State has a proud history as a land-grant university, giving it a special responsibility for the application of knowledge and for service to the people of this state. The distinctive charge of the arts and sciences is to create and disseminate basic knowledge on which all application is founded and to pursue human understanding and a sense of perspective on the present moment. In the words of Charles William Eliot on his inauguration as the president of Harvard in 1869, the worthy fruit of academic culture is an open mind, trained to careful thinking, instructed in the methods of philosophic investigation, acquainted in a general way with the accumulated thought of past generations, and penetrated with humility. We pursue this ideal so that our students may be well and broadly educated, their lives enriched, and their responses to the challenges and opportunities of our time informed, principled, and effective. You who are about to be inducted are distinguished not only by your academic excellence, but also by your particular excellence in pursuit of the breadth and intellectual rigor of the arts and sciences. The members of the Zeta chapter think it is instructive that the inductees and guests hear a little of the history of Phi Beta Kappa. At this time, I call to the podium Michael Clark. Michael was inducted into the Zeta chapter in spring 2022.
Phi Beta Kappa is the oldest society in the United States devoted to recognizing academic excellence in the liberal arts and sciences. Its members have included distinguished scholars, artists, business and professional leaders, jurists and statesmen, including 17 past presidents and 7 of the 9 current U.S. Supreme Court justices. For nearly 2.5 centuries, the Society has embraced the principles of freedom of inquiry and liberty of thought and expression. Phi Beta Kappa was founded 247 years ago, at a time of new beginnings for our country. On December 5, 1776, a group of students at the College of William and Mary met in the Raleigh Tavern in colonial Williamsburg to found a society dedicated to scholarship, friendship, and intellectual integrity, and academic excellence. When the Revolutionary War closed the door of William and Mary, Phi Beta Kappa carried on in chapters established at Harvard and Yale in 1779. Today, there are 293 Phi Beta Kappa chapters across the United States. That is, only about 10% of the nation's colleges and universities host chapters. Membership is also exclusive. Each year, only about 1 college senior in 100 nationwide is invited to join Phi Beta Kappa. Membership is for life, and members can continue their active association with the Phi Beta Kappa through one of the 50 alumni associations established across the USA. At the same time, Phi Beta Kappa champions inclusiveness. In 1875, the first women were admitted to the society, and 1877 saw the election of the first African American to society membership. In the early 20th century, the society formally resolved that membership in Phi Beta Kappa must be open to students of all races and religious beliefs. The Zeta chapter at North Carolina State was the 6th in the state to be chartered on April 17, 1995. Early chapters had been established at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, Duke University, Davidson College, Wake Forest University, and UNC Greensboro. Only 2 chapters have been established in North Carolina after the Zeta chapter. Ada of North Carolina was chartered on April 13, 2010 at Elon University, and Theta of North Carolina was chartered on April 20, 2022 at the University of North Carolina, Charlotte. Today, the Society works with students and faculty to create an intellectual community. For example, the Society brings visiting scholars to campuses across the country. In past years, NC State has hosted distinguished Phi Beta Kappa visiting scholars in physics, chemistry, economics, music, literature, history, international studies, philosophy, and political science. You have now heard some of the history of the national organization and of the NC State chapter. But for some of you, Phi Beta Kappa may be a part of your family's history. At this time, we would like to pause to recognize any family members accompanying the inductees who are themselves members of Phi Beta Kappa by asking them to stand. The members of the Zeta of North Carolina chapter salute our newly elected members and congratulate you on your outstanding achievements in the arts and sciences. We are glad you were able to join us this afternoon. Congratulations to you all.
Thank you, Michael. I call to the podium Kimia Godrat. Kimia was inducted as a junior into Phi Beta Kappa in spring 2022.
It is my pleasure to relate to you the ideals of Phi Beta Kappa and the responsibilities of membership. For this purpose, the tradition of the Society is to draw on an address made in 1930 by Charles Evans Hughes, Chief Justice of the United States Supreme Court, at the 100th anniversary of the Alpha of Rhode Island chapter at Brown University. On that occasion, Justice Hughes spoke of election to Phi Beta Kappa as a recognition of high academic achievement in the arts and sciences and as a symbol of devotion to learning, to wisdom, to character, and to the association of educated women and men. He also spoke of the responsibility of each member to safeguard the unique position of Phi Beta Kappa and its usefulness through unremitting attention to its essential purpose. The prestige of the Phi Beta Kappa Society, he pointed out, is based on its being an association of men and women of scholarly attainments who have proven their merit according to the accepted standards of academic discipline. The best proof of the usefulness of this society is the esteem in which the election is held. Whatever may be said of the value of various activities proposed for the organization, the essential thing is to hold to the theory of the society as an association of scholars, admission to which is an honor conferred by reason of demonstrated worth. The usefulness of Phi Beta Kappa, Justice Hughes explained, derives essentially from its particular interest in liberal education. Whatever debate there may be as to its exact definition or its prerequisites, it persists as an ideal. Intensive critical study of educational aims and methods has found nothing to take its place. It means the development by careful training of the capacity to appreciate what has been done and thought, the ability to make worthwhile appraisals of human achievements, doctrines, theories, and proposals. It means the honoring and supporting of excellence in an educational process that exalts openness to divergent views, the interplay of ideas, inquiry, and integrity, and the accomplishments of the human mind and spirit. Such an educational process is rightly called liberal because it emancipates. It signifies freedom from the tyranny of ignorance and, from what is worse, the dominion of folly. Learning is not its aim so much as intelligence served by learning. Thus concluded Justice Hughes in words as apt today as then, at this time when the world stands in need of every influence which favors intellectual discipline and achievement, the service of Phi Beta Kappa is of heightened value. It holds aloft the old banner of scholarship, and to the students who have turned aside from the easier paths and by their talent and fidelity have proved themselves to be worthy. It gives the fitting recognition of a special distinction. We of the Zeta of North Carolina chapter recognize today's student inductees who, in the root sense of the Latin word for student, studium, have exemplified the zealous devotion to learning that Phi Beta Kappa was founded to support and encourage. You will be the intellectual and moral leaders of tomorrow. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. So before I stood before you as president, and now I stand before you as the chair of the Committee on Members and Course, which is responsible for identifying the candidates for induction. Joining me on the committee this year were Dr. Jeffrey Braden, Dean Emeritus of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, and Dr. Brian Peters, Secretary of the Zeta of North Carolina chapter. We are now prepared to receive into full membership of Phi Beta Kappa these outstanding North Carolina State University students. They have been duly elected by the Zeta of North Carolina chapter and have declared their desire to be admitted to the privileges and opportunities of Phi Beta Kappa. Members of Phi Beta Kappa and distinguished guests, I now have the honor to present these outstanding undergraduate students at North Carolina State University who present themselves for initiation as members in course. The candidates will please rise. What a great looking group. In accordance with the rules of this chapter and in consequence of our good opinion of your intellectual and moral character, as supported by your record of high attainment in the arts and sciences at North Carolina State University, you have been selected as worthy of becoming members of Phi Beta Kappa. Your names have been submitted to the scrutiny of the constitutional electors of the Zeta of North Carolina chapter and have met with their approval. You have been formally notified of your election, and by your presence here, you signify your desire to be enrolled as members of this ancient and honorable society. The final step in becoming a member is to promise that you will uphold the ideals of this society. I hereby administer the following promise. Do you solemnly promise to let the love of wisdom be the guide of life and to champion learning, morality, and friendship? Do you promise to have paramount regard for scholarly attainment and moral character when you have occasion to be involved in the election of members? Please respond, I do. Will the audience please join me in congratulating the initiates? The candidates will please be seated. We will now proceed with recognizing individually the students initiated into Phi Beta Kappa. To assist in the recognition and in the distribution of certificates, I call for Dr. Lynn Baker Ward, past president of the Zeta of North Carolina chapter and professor of psychology, and Dr. Brian Peters, secretary of the Zeta of North Carolina chapter. Before we recognize the 2023 initiates, we would like to take a few minutes to recognize students who became members of Phi Beta Kappa in 2020, 2021, and 2022. We did not have induction ceremonies during those years, so we offered the opportunity to be recognized to those students, and some of them are with us this afternoon. So what I will do is each student has written a brief bio of themselves, and I will read those. As you hear your name, please come forward. And Dr. Peters is standing there by the membership book, and so please sign your name and the appropriate page, and he will keep track of the years. Then come over here, and Dr. Baker Ward will congratulate you. Most of you already have your certificate and everything else. For some mysterious reason, some of you did not, so your certificates are here. So some of you will be getting certificates, some of you will not. but because you theoretically have your certificate already, if you're not getting it, and then go back to your seat, and then we'll proceed with the 2023 initiates. Bethany Kathleen Furry is originally from Wadsworth, Ohio, but has lived most of her life near Sanford, North Carolina. She was a Daniel L. Solomon Scholar in the College of Sciences and graduated from NC State in May 2022 with a BS in chemistry, a minor in math, and a minor in German. Bethany is back in school at NC State after taking a gap year and is enrolled in prerequisite courses for the Applied Math PhD program, to which she will apply in 2024. Zachary Albert Everson from Cary, North Carolina, graduated in 2021 with a double major in plant biology and biological sciences with an entomology minor. He is now continuing his education at NC State, pursuing a PhD in entomology under Dr. Steve Frank. His research focuses on effective and sustainable management of greenhouse and nursery pests. Anthony Wang from Cary, North Carolina, graduated last fall from NC State with BS degrees in statistics and mathematics summa cum laude. He is a university scholar and a member of the Mu Sigma Rho National Statistics Honor Society. Anthony will start his PhD in biostatistics at UNC Chapel Hill this fall. Megan Sislow is a senior from Forest, Virginia, studying biological sciences and nutrition science. She is a Park Scholar, member of the University Scholars Program, and a member of Alpha Epsilon Delta Pre-Health Honor Society. After graduation, Megan will be pursuing a career in medicine. Caleb Witt Keaveney is a senior from Durham, North Carolina, graduating with a double major in meteorology and applied mathematics. He is a member of the University Scholars Program, and he is a recipient of the Goldwater Scholarship, the Astronaut Scholarship, and the North Carolina Space Grant Undergraduate Research Scholarship. Caleb will be attending Yale University in the fall, working towards a PhD in Earth and Planetary Sciences. Michael Santiago Clark was originally from Grapevine, Texas, but has lived in Apex, North Carolina most of his life. He is a dual degree student of biomedical engineering and philosophy. He participates in organizations such as the University Scholars Program, Benjamin Franklin Scholars, and Grand Challenges Scholars, and is also a member of the Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi and of Tau Beta Pi, the Engineering Honor Society. Michael is graduating in May and will be attending Northwestern University in the fall. Kimia Dina Godrat is a senior double majoring in sociology and communication with minors in psychology and parks, recreation, and tourism management. Kimia is a member of the Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi and serves as Chancellor's Aide. In the fall, Kimia will be pursuing the Accelerated Bachelor's Master's Program in Liberal Studies with a concentration in hospitality, leadership, and communication. Michael Brown was raised in Shelton, Connecticut, and will be entering his senior year in pursuit of a degree in meteorology with minors in mathematics and Spanish. Michael is part of the University Honors Program, College of Sciences Solomon Scholars Program, and the Marine, Earth, and Atmospheric Sciences Honors Program. He's also very active within student organizations, including being president of both the College of Sciences Council and the on-campus American Meteorological Society chapter. Declan Matthew Crow from Cary, North Carolina, is currently a third-year student majoring in meteorology and Spanish. He is a Sciences Ambassador for the College of Sciences and is a member of both the Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi and Sigma Delta Pi, the National Spanish Honor Society. He is the recipient of multiple scholarships from both the College of Sciences and the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Gavin Courtney Bell is from Asheville and will graduate in May with a Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences with a concentration in integrative physiology and neurobiology and minors in science communication and theater, summa cum laude. While at NC State, Gavin was a Goodnight Scholar and University Scholar, a member of the Department of Biological Sciences Honors Program, an officer of the Psi Kappa cast of Alpha Psi Omega, and served as a College of Sciences Ambassador. She received the 2022 College of Sciences Undergraduate Student Excellence Award. Gavin will work as an education assistant at Dinosaur National Monument in Utah this summer. Long-term, she plans to work for the National Park Service as an interpretive ranger and with organizations that increase equity and access to STEM education in the outdoors. Alyssa Caitlin Meyerhofer from Raleigh will be graduating in May with a Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences and with minors in microbiology and business administration. Alyssa is a member of the University Honors Program and the Department of Biological Sciences Honors Program. Additionally, she is a member of the Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi and Alpha Epsilon Delta, the National Health Pre-Professional Honor Society. Alyssa has participated in undergraduate research in the Manuel Kleiner Lab, serving as an organic chemistry TA, and is an active member of NC State Hillel. She has spent over 850 hours volunteering in various medical facilities and programs. After graduation, Alyssa will be working at the Open Door Clinic and applying to medical school. Emily Megan Gaeta from Charlotte, North Carolina is majoring in biology with a concentration in integrated physiology and neurobiology with a double minor in genetics and psychology. She's also a member of the Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi. After graduation, Emily will begin working as a scientist at a biotechnology company. Beckett Vance Stillman from Charlotte will be graduating in May with degrees in chemical engineering and economics. He is a Park Scholar and was a member of Consult Your Community at NC State. Beckett will be working as a process engineer for Merck after graduation. So please join me in congratulating these past inductees. Is there any inductee from that group that would be 2020, 2021, or 2022 whose name I did not call? Okay, we're set. All right. We will now move to the recognition of the 2023 initiates. Doctors Baker, Ward, and Peters will continue to assist in this process, but I would also like to call forward reinforcements in the form of two student members who will also assist, Emily Gaeta and Anthony Wang. So Emily will be the keeper of the book, and Anthony is going to assist with certificate distribution. I will now call the roll of initiates. As your name is called and the statement about you is read, please come forward in such a way that you will first come to the roll book of members where Emily is standing. Please hand your name card to Emily and sign the register of membership. Then proceed along to receive your certificate of membership from the Secretary Peters and from past President Baker Ward and return to your seat. In the interest of time, I will continue reading, so please come forward when you hear your name. I would like to ask the audience to please hold your applause until the end. And as you sit here and listen, you've already heard some bios go. Note the students have written their own bios, so some of them have more to say about themselves than others. And the other thing I always kind of enjoy when I'm at an event like this is I just kind of let the impression of all of these accomplishments wash over me, because it is truly an impressive group of students with all they have done, the diversity of degrees, sometimes the really interesting combinations of degrees, and the outstanding future plans. So I hope you will enjoy just hearing about the accomplishments of these outstanding students. All right, Rhea Bakshi from Richmond, Virginia is currently majoring in genetics and minoring in global health. She is a Park Scholar in the class of 2025 and is currently serving her second term as Director of Wellness with the Executive Branch of Student Government. Amanda Marie Baywright, a statistics undergraduate student from Bahama, North Carolina, is an active member of the College of Science Ambassador Program, the University Honors Program, and the Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi. Melissa Stewart Byrne from Wake Forest is pursuing a degree in biological sciences with a human biology concentration. Benjamin Chase Carey from Concord, North Carolina is graduating in May with a Bachelor of Science degree in Fisheries, Wildlife, and Conservation Biology with a minor in Environmental Science. He is a member of the University Scholars Program and serves as the president of the student chapter of the Wildlife Society at NC State. Chase will be attending the NC State College of Veterinary Medicine in the fall. Shane Philip Conroy from Siler City, North Carolina, is a Park Scholar and a member of the University Honors Program. Crystal May Dita from Cary is majoring in zoology and biotechnology. She received the American Society of Animal Science Undergraduate Scholastic Achievement Award for ranking in the top 10% in her animal science class, and was also awarded a Pixelplex scholarship for her essay on how augmented reality can be used to maintain research integrity. Crystal hopes to have a career in research to further our understanding of biomimicry, evolution, and conservation. Landon Edward Docherty from Hickory is double majoring in applied mathematics and statistics. He is a member of the University Honors Program as well as the Math Honors Program. Gabriel Day Evans from Marietta, Georgia is a biochemistry major with a concentration in biomanufacturing. He is a member of the University Honors Program and is an active member of NC State's premier co-ed a cappella group, Wolfgang A Cappella, where he serves as assistant music director. William Wallace Fryer is from Columbiana, Alabama, and is pursuing degrees in statistics and Spanish. He is a member of both Mu Sigma Rho, the Statistics Honor Society, and Sigma Delta Pi, the Spanish Honor Society, and is a member of the NC State College of Sciences Solomon Scholars Program. After graduation, Billy will be joining the Indiana Fever in the WNBA as a basketball data analyst. Leah Faith Guercio from Charlotte is studying both Spanish and agroecology and sustainable food systems with a concentration in community food systems. Leah is a member of the University Honors Program as well as the Cowles Honors Program. She's also the vice president of the Thomas Jefferson Scholars, a highly competitive dual degree program at NC State between the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences and the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Alyssa Madeline Hall from Wilmington, North Carolina is a junior majoring in biological sciences with a concentration in human biology with minors in psychology and health, medicine, and human values. She is a member of Alpha Epsilon Delta, the Health Pre-Professional Honor Society. Michael David Hatcher from Huntersville, North Carolina is a human biology major with double minors in health, medicine, and human values and forensic science. Michael is a member of the University Honors Program. He has conducted research as an undergraduate in organic chemistry and has 3 leadership roles as a head TA, co-president of the Biology Club, and president of the College of Sciences Council. Michael will graduate this spring to pursue a career as a chemist. Jordan Grace Jackson from Winston-Salem is double majoring in mathematics and Spanish. She is a member of the University Scholars Program and Math Honors Program and an officer of Sigma Delta Pi, the Spanish National Honor Society. Jordan will be attending Virginia Tech this fall, pursuing a PhD in mathematics. Sarah Ruth Jacobs from Vail, Colorado is double majoring in environmental technology and management and economics with a minor in biological sciences. She's a member of Omicron Delta Epsilon, the International Economics Honor Society, and the Xi Sigma Pi Forestry Honor Society, and plans to pursue a career in environmental consultation after earning her degrees. Kellyanne Kohler of Barrington, Illinois will be graduating in May with degrees in zoology and biochemistry and a minor in applied ecology. She's a Park Scholar and Social Innovation Fellow. Kelly was a recipient of the National Oceanographic Atmospheric Administration Ernest F. Hollings Scholarship. She will be attending the NC State College of Veterinary Medicine as an animal scholar in the fall. Ashley Elizabeth Lamb from Cary is majoring in biological sciences, human biology, and polymer and color chemistry, medical sciences, with minors in microbiology and global health. She is a Centennial Scholar, a member of the University Scholars Program, a University Honors Program Fellow, Seminar Ambassador, an undergraduate biochemistry researcher and teaching assistant, and an officer in Alpha Epsilon Delta, the National Health Pre-Professional Honor Society. Ashley was also an Honors Village Fellow, an NC State Comparative Medicine Institute Summer Interdisciplinary Research Initiative Scholar, and an 1887 Fellow. Olivia Lanham from Raleigh is graduating in May with a degree in biological sciences, human biology, with minors in global public health, journalism, and microbiology. She is a member of the University Scholars Program and the Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi. Over the last 4 years, she has received scholarships from the Delta Gamma Foundation and Association for Frontotemporal Degeneration. Olivia plans to take a gap year to apply to medical school after her graduation this spring. Jessica Marie Meyer from Greensboro is majoring in fisheries, wildlife, and conservation biology with minors in plant biology and environmental education. She is a member of the University Scholars Program, the College of Natural Science, the Natural Resources Ambassadors, Epsilon Eta Environmental Honors Fraternity, and is the 2023-2024 President-elect for the Leopold Wildlife Club, which is NC State's student chapter of the Wildlife Society. In addition to her NC State involvements, Jessica is a Gold Award Girl Scout and was selected for the most recent cohort of the Doris Duke Conservation Scholars Program. Caitlin McInerney from Birmingham, Alabama, is a double major in statistics and genetics. She is a Park Scholar, Coca-Cola Scholar, and member of the Mu Sigma Rho Statistics Honor Society, and was selected as one of NC State's nominees for the Goldwater Scholarship. Caitlin is the president of both NC State's chapter of the National Organization for Rare Disorders and the nonprofit organization Special Siblings. She has worked in a statistical genetics lab for 3 years and has presented her research at the International Mammalian Genome Conference, where she won an outstanding poster award. Caitlin will be attending UNC Chapel Hill's Biomedical Graduate School in the fall in pursuit of a PhD in bioinformatics and computational biology. Logan Keith McLaurin from Morehead City is pursuing a Bachelor of Science in Meteorology with a minor in mathematics. Logan is a participant in the Provost Professional Experience Program as an undergraduate research assistant for the Environmental Analytics Research Group under the direction of Dr. Sandra Uter. He is also a member of the Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi, a recipient of the College of Sciences Dean's Circle Scholarship, and is an Eagle Scout. Emma Lucille Messina from Wilmington, North Carolina, is a chemistry major and a history minor. She is a member of the University Honors Program and the Chemistry Honors Program. She is also the recipient of the William and Jane Tucker Scholarship. Chloe Jane Orchard is originally from Zurich, Switzerland, but currently lives in Huntersville. She will be graduating in May with 2 bachelor's degrees in international relations and Chinese language and literature. Chloe has studied abroad in Nanjing, China, and Seoul, South Korea, finds joy in reading, photography, and traveling the world. Chloe volunteers in Charlotte, North Carolina regularly and has participated in NC State's PackTV program with New Minds Education, which provided support for Chinese international students on campus. Chloe also has a published work in the Columbia Journal of Asia. Nicholas Elias Oyarzun from Miami, Florida, is majoring in microbiology. Nicholas is a member of the University Scholars Program and is a Park Scholar. Colette Elsie Pappas from Raleigh is majoring in human biology and minoring in anthropology. She's an active member of Alpha Epsilon Delta, the Health Pre-Professional Honor Society. Colette has worked as both a biology and biophysics research assistant and was selected to present at the 2022 National Association for Research and Science Teaching International Conference, as well as the 2022 State of North Carolina Undergraduate Research and Creativity Symposium. Colette plans to attend medical school in the fall of 2024. Olivan Parker from Rocky Mount is double majoring in Spanish language and literature and human biology. She is a member of the University Scholars Program and Alpha Epsilon Delta, the Health Pre-Professional Honor Society. She has worked as a supplemental instruction leader at the Academic Success Center for 4 semesters, offering support for organic and general chemistry. Cameron Reed Pearsall from Chapel Hill is studying economics with a minor in psychology. He's also a member of Beta Gamma Sigma, the International Business Honor Society. Cameron will be working as an intern at Align Technology this summer. Heather Faye Robinson from Raleigh is majoring in psychology and communication. She'll be graduating at the conclusion of the summer and has accepted admission to the Master's in Social Work program at NC State to begin her graduate school journey in the fall. Emily Diane Robin from Kansas City, Missouri is majoring in animal science with a minor in genetics and is a member of the University Scholars Program. After graduation, she plans to obtain a master's and PhD in the field of equine genetics. Alexa Melanie Russell from Clemens, North Carolina, is double majoring in statistics and economics with a minor in global health. She is a member of Mu Sigma Rho Honor Society, the Statistics Honor Society, the Omicron Delta Epsilon Honor Society. He came to NC State as a Centennial Scholar. He is a member of the University Honors Program, the Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi, and Alpha Epsilon Delta, the Health Pre-Professional Honor Society. He's also been involved in the NC State Student Government and the University of North Carolina Association of Student Governments. Alaya is a published scientist who's been a part of the Gluck Tissue Engineering Lab since 2021 through the Comparative Medicine Institute's Connecting Undergraduates to Research Opportunities in the Sciences program. After graduation, he will be attending medical school in the fall. Adam Seischel from Raleigh is majoring in political science. He has been most involved with NC State's Jewish organization Hillel at NC State, serving as president for 2022. In addition, he is a member of the Alpha Epsilon Pi Jewish fraternity and Epsilon Eta, a professional gender-inclusive fraternity for students interested in careers in environmental science and sustainability. Adam is also involved with the Technician and 321 Coffee. After graduation, Adam plans on working in the public engagement and event management space. Jacob Douglas Smith from Plano, Texas, is majoring in economics. He is a recipient of the GI Bill and will be taking an internship with J.P. Morgan Chase this summer. Carly Ellen Stevenson from Seaboard, North Carolina, is an economics major with minors in history and agricultural business management. She's the vice president of community service of the National Society of Collegiate Scholars and is a member of Beta Gamma Sigma, the International Business Honor Society, Omicron Delta Epsilon, the International Economics Honor Society, and the Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi. She's also a recipient of the Chancellor's Leadership Scholarship at NC State. After graduating from NC State, she plans to attend law school. Autumn Elena Silvestri is double majoring in biological engineering and the bioprocessing concentration and plant biology. She is a Park Scholar, a member of Alpha Epsilon, the Biological Engineering Departmental Honor Society, and is a participant in the University Honors and Scholars Program. Autumn has performed research that has received national recognition from the American Society of Agricultural and Biological Engineers and has participated in a Fulbright Summer Institute in Wales studying systems of agriculture. Adam Neil Wampler from Maggie Valley, North Carolina, is studying environmental sciences and anthropology. Adam is a Goodnight Scholar, a member of the Keenan Institute of Engineering, Technology, and Sciences Climate Leader Program, and is a member of the University Scholars Program. He serves as a committee member and section leader for the North Carolina State Power Sound of the South Marching Band. Jeffrey Zeng from New York City is double majoring in computer science and psychology. He's a member of the University Scholars Program, Benjamin Franklin Scholars, and the Honor Society of Phi Kappa Phi. After college, Jeffrey hopes to pursue his passion of developing software for research through higher education. Caroline Ann Zuber from Cary is graduating summa cum laude with Bachelor's of Science in Environmental Sciences and a Bachelor of Arts in Chemistry with a minor in Biological Sciences. Caroline has participated in the University Scholars Program and undergraduate research. Caroline will be attending Duke University in the fall to pursue the PhD in Civil and Environmental Engineering. Okay, have I missed anybody? Anybody sneak through a side door and bypassed our system? So those who have been helping with membership sign-in and distribution of certificates and their members of the receiving line may now return to their seats. And I think this would be a good time for us all now to make a lot of noise in congratulating these initiates. Just as a sign that you never know where these students will end up, and I meant to look up the year, but I forgot, but many years ago, at a Phi Beta Kappa induction ceremony, Christina Cook was inducted into Phi Beta Kappa. So she is a member of the Zeta chapter, so there will be a Zeta chapter member on the Artemis moon mission. So that's quite exciting, as well as an NC State, triple NC State alum. So it's really great news. So the newly elected members of Phi Beta Kappa should understand that membership in Phi Beta Kappa is for your lifetime. We encourage you to associate with campus chapters at colleges or universities at which you pursue further studies or work. To be a great way to connect to new people if you're in a new place. There are also, as has already been mentioned, Phi Beta Kappa associations around the country that would welcome your participation and provide opportunities for network or to meet people in a new location. So I would now like to call to the fore Dr. Lynn Baker Ward, past president of the Zeta North Carolina chapter and professor of psychology. So before you say anything, I have to say something about you. So Dr. Baker Ward assumed the chapter presidency at the spring 2019 induction ceremony. She would have presided at the spring 2020 induction ceremony, at the conclusion of which she would have handed off the presidency to her successor. Instead, that ceremony was canceled and the officer group stayed as it was until this past fall. As such, Dr. Baker Ward served as president for 3 years. The chapter is grateful for Dr. Baker Ward's leadership during this time. The traditional recognition of presidential service is a certificate.
Lovely.
Which hardly seems adequate. So the orchid is also for you. We'll leave it there and you can take it at the end.
From
So
an official
that
plant
was-
pathologist, yeah.
Yeah. So there we go. So we really do thank you so much for your leadership during this time. So Dr. Baker Ward is now going to tell the initiates a little bit about chapter activities in the coming 2023-2024 academic year.
I promise to be brief, but before we move to that topic, I'd like to recognize what Larry has done to make this event happen and to really be the #1 Phi Beta Kappa supporter on this campus. It's extraordinary that this event has come together so beautifully and so eloquently in such a short period of time. So let's give a standing ovation. Couldn't resist.
Thank you.
And as our new president, Dr. Blanton will be at the forefront of rejuvenating the chapter. We're pleased to be on the other side of a rough few years and look forward to some coming attractions that I hope you will all be good ambassadors for Phi Beta Kappa and encourage people to attend if you're no longer around. So a few coming attractions. First, we'll have 2 distinguished Phi Beta Kappa visiting scholars on campus in the fall. They're Dr. Donald Lopez, who's the Arthur Link Distinguished University Professor of Buddhism and Tibetan Study at the University of Michigan, and Dr. Joan Waugh, who's a historian at UCLA who specializes in 19th century America. Each scholar will visit classes and will deliver open lectures in their areas of expertise. Great talks. Also, plans are underway for a social event in the fall for faculty. At this event, the Jeffrey P. Braden Life of the Mind Award will be presented to a worthy participant. This award was founded by the Zeta chapter and was intended to honor the contributions of the former Chas Dean by recognizing a member of the university community. That member will be selected on the basis of creative, sustained contributions to the undergraduate experience at NC State. And finally, the chapter is making a purposeful effort to involve more students in activities of the chapter. I'm very pleased to announce that an anonymous donor has provided funds in support of this efforts. So please check the chapter's website as the new semester approaches for additional information. I have a feeling that some of those student assistants may be responsible for updating our website. Okay. Let's give one more hand to our new Phi Beta Kappa members and everything that awaits them. And I will turn the podium back over to Dr. Blanton.
I got so excited about giving the certificate that I forgot to mention that Dr. Baker Ward will be retiring this semester after a very long and distinguished career at NC State. So we thank her for her many years of excellent teaching and research and service to the university. And we hope you have a very long, happy, and healthy retirement. It is now my pleasure to give the charge to the inductees. So there's one more time you got to stand. So will the inductees please stand? You have satisfied the Phi Beta Kappa Society's requirement for initiation. You were elected to membership by this chapter. You assented to its promise, and you have signed the membership register. Therefore, in the presence of these members of the society, I recognize you as members of the Zeta of North Carolina chapter of Phi Beta Kappa and authorize to wear its key. Through your achievements, you honor each of us and help to ensure the continued success of North Carolina State University. I'm sure that all those present will be pleased to add their applause to my own congratulations and charge to these outstanding women and men. You may be seated. I would like to thank the student members of the Zeta of North Carolina chapter who assisted us with this afternoon's ceremony. You met many of them when they were introduced, and there are others who were assisting with sign-in and other activities, and their names are listed in the program. So let us thank them as a group for their assistance and participation. So new members, please examine your certificate to ensure that you received the correct one and that there are no errors in your name. Any errors, please bring to my attention during the reception. After the conclusion of the ceremony, we have a modest reception over there. During the reception, there will be available for purchase Phi Beta Kappa honor cords. And so if you look for Zachary Everson, who is there, and he will have a cord, we'll drape a cord around him so you can see it, and he will be kind of mingling around over there if you wish to purchase a cord from him. We also have the ever-popular photo backdrop. So you may take I got tired of students having carpet as their background, so we got a backdrop. And then it turns out we probably need like 4 backdrops, so it can be a bit of a line, so hang in there. That's what the cookies are for. And so, and there's also somewhere the giant Phi Beta Kappa key. I don't know whatever happened to that. So yes, there it is. So if you want to, again, I thought it was cheesy, but students kind of like it, so wave the Phi Beta Kappa key around and so forth. Thank you again for joining us. Congratulations to the new inductees of Phi Beta Kappa. We have a history of really, really bad weather in our induction ceremony, so I'm so happy our induction ceremony was not yesterday. It would have been totally fitting given our history. We've had tornadoes, we've had all kinds of things. So anyway, so today is absolutely gorgeous and in this great facility, and we appreciate the efforts by Wolf Bites, who's doing the live streaming for us, and the ever faithful Rave Catering, who provided the reception for us. So I hope you'll hang around for a few minutes to celebrate, take pictures, chat, meet each other, and talk about your exciting futures. And with that, I declare the ceremony to be adjourned.